record on this computer. I'm going into presentation mode. All right, everybody. So welcome this evening to the KryptoGenex Bitcoin Revolution. What you're about to see and what you're about to hear is revolutionary in the fact that no one has done what we are currently doing. Now, before we get started, there's a couple things that I really want to talk to you about. We're going to talk about this screen specifically, but you can be reading as I'm actually talking to you for a minute. You know, most people, when you invite them into a presentation or into a business meeting, the three things that they're most concerned about, the three things that they're most concerned about is, can I make money? All right. What do I have to do it? Right. And can I do it? In other words, can I do what I have to do to make money? Right. So, it's my job to sit here this evening and present this information for you. And hopefully I'm going to do a good enough job that you'll understand that you can make money. I'm going to tell you exactly what you have to do it. And I will prove to you that you absolutely can do it without a shadow of a doubt. My name is Kris, and it is a pleasure for me to be here on behalf of KGX this evening to bestow this information upon you. I hope that when we get done at the end of this presentation, you will have learned a lot of things about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and that I've been able to answer a lot of questions for you. So what I want to do is start off right now and tell you that in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created the Bitcoin. And when he created the Bitcoin, he created it to stop financial collapses. He created it to eliminate global collapse. And when he did that back in 2009, he created something called the blockchain. And the blockchain's not manipulatable. We'll talk more about the blockchain a little bit later, but right now what you need to know is that Bitcoin was 1 penny. It was worth 1 penny in 2009, okay? And as the years went by, 2010, it was worth 40 cents, 16, we were up to $600. In 2018, we've been seeing fluctuations as high as 9,000 so far this year, and as low as 5,100 this year. So what does all that mean to you, right? Well, I want to educate you just a little bit on Bitcoin. And what I want you to understand at this moment is this. If you'd have taken just $100, and put it in Bitcoin in 2009, today it would be worth over $1.5 million. And I believe that we would probably be having a very different conversation. You'd probably be thanking me right about now. So, I want you guys and gals to check out this screen. Now, you know the people across the top, and I want you to think about the three across the bottom. Now, listen carefully and see if you can connect the dots and figure out what they have in common. Uber, largest transportation company in the world. They don't own any cars, okay? In other words, they have no tire bills, no insurance bills, no oil changes, no drivers that don't show up. They don't own any cars, all right? That's pretty big. Amazon. What about Amazon? Well, Amazon started out as a used bookstore, remember? Well, guess what? Now it's the world's largest retail chain. Seems impossible, right? They don't have any stores either. So they don't have any physical stores. Uber doesn't have any physical cars, right? Okay. So Bitcoin, what could possibly Bitcoin have in common with those two others? Well, guess what? Bitcoin doesn't have any physical coins. Yes, true and fine. You can find in novelty shops little coins that you can pass out to start up conversations. But at the end of the day, that little coin is not worth what the real Bitcoin is worth. But remember, it started out at 0.008 in 2009, okay, which was about a penny. And it has gone as high as 9,000 this year. It's pretty big, y'all. All right. Check this out. We got a door in front of us. It's a big glass door. It's got a Bitcoin on it. And guess what? We don't have the key. Wrong answer. KryptoGenex is the key. KryptoGenex is going to take this to the world and teach the world about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, the cool thing here is that everybody's been exactly where this guy in the jacket and cap's been, on the outside looking in. It's never any fun. So when I tell you that we have the key, I mean, we can blow these doors completely off the hinges. So what is a Bitcoin? Is it real? Am I too late? How do I buy it? And more importantly, can I spend it? Absolutely. A Bitcoin is a digital cryptocurrency. Is it real? Absolutely. In the country of Japan at the moment, you are going to be surprised when I give you this number, but guess what? They do 40% of their retail already in cryptocurrencies. Am I too late? Absolutely not. See, mass adoption is not predicted for Bitcoin until sometime in 2020. How cool is that? So now is the time to get involved. Now is the time to learn about Bitcoin. Now is the time to understand cryptocurrency. And now is the time to help others find their way in the crypto world. How do I buy it? Well, it used to be very difficult. Now it's fairly simple. The most popular ways to buy Bitcoin right now is one, through a Bitcoin ATM, or two, through a Bitcoin exchange. Very, very simple. Can I spend it? That's the most important question, right? Now, once you make it, once you earn it, once you bought it, what do you do with it? Well, you can put it on a Visa card and you can spend it anywhere Visa is taken. So yes, you may absolutely spend it. Welcome to KryptoGenex. We're the global training center. We're the company that's going to teach the world Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, ICOs, market trends, the blockchain, and so much more. We're going to teach you everything you need to know and more. KryptoGenex is a training system, and it's done by streaming video. Now, why is that important? It's important because you as the student can go through this at your own speed. If you want to complete it in 2 days, you can. If you want to complete it in 2 months, you can. It is immaterial to us. However, what you will learn is everything that you need to know in order to be successful in the crypto space. Now, some of the things that we're going to teach you, and this is just a few, the tip of the iceberg, if you will. We're going to teach you how to get your first Satoshi. We're going to teach you how to store your Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets. And you don't sit on crypto wallets like you do fiat wallets, okay? They're not in your back pocket. We're going to teach you how to purchase and sell your Bitcoin and all about blockchain technology. Again, we're going to teach you about trading cryptocurrencies. We're also going to teach you about ICOs and a whole lot more. And we'll go into a lot of that stuff. But you're probably wondering right now, well, Kris, you know, that sounds great. That sounds fine. We don't sit on the wallet. You're going to teach us how to buy and sell it. But what in the heck is a Satoshi? So a Satoshi is the smallest part of a Bitcoin that you can buy. So good news here. Bitcoin is down in the 6,000s. I think it's like 6,700 or 6,600 today, somewhere along in there, last time I checked. And you don't have to buy the whole thing. Well, guess what? I was in your seat once, and I didn't know. I didn't have to buy the whole thing. I bought whole Bitcoins 15 months ago because I didn't know any better. I didn't know I could buy them in pieces. So that's some really good stuff right there. How are we going to do this? Well, we're going to train you in packages called modules, 15 lessons in each module. The first lesson is Bitcoin 101. Then you're going to go to module 2, which is cryptocurrency, and module 3, which is crypto advanced. Now, this is basically like looking at middle school, high school, and college, okay? And when you finish these 45 lessons, you're going to know more than 90% of the people in the crypto space right now. That's huge. Additionally, it never ends. Our training will be updated and you will be updated as long as you are participating in KryptoGenex. You will get the latest news, the hottest news, and the most important news. That's pretty cool. No extra cost, by the way. With just one click, you're going to enter the Bitcoin age. And guess what? It's only a $250 cost. Now, I say that and I pause here because I want you to understand you couldn't buy a college course for that, okay? Much less get the information that we're giving you. This is information that's tried and true, proven, and has made 6, 7, and 8-figure income earners, all right? Now, what's really important is we have a system that will allow you to earn while you learn. And most people, they really like to get their ROI back as quickly as possible. So we have something called the Crypto Promoter. It's $50 more. It's an admin fee. It basically allows us to put you in the system and pay you commissions for everyone you bring to the business. You do have to pay that admin fee yearly. Note. Now, everybody's wondering what this thing looks like. So this is kind of an example, all right? When you land on a KryptoGenex site that someone has sent you to, you land on a site that says KGX in the top left corner. You automatically know that you're in the right place. You also know you're in the right place because their name is under welcome from. How cool is that? So your name is branded on your own site, okay? It tells you a little bit about KryptoGenex. It tells you a little bit about the path to crypto. It's going to tell you just a little bit about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, the packages that we offer, which are the promoter package and the learning package or education package, whichever you'd like to call it. But most importantly, you see all these languages on the left? This company means what it says. They meant to teach the world about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. If you look at all these names over here, you'll notice that every single one of them is a language. There are over 30 of them there. And what I want to stress to you here is that we hired 60 translators, 60, okay, to take all of this information, translate it into each one of those languages in the lingo and dialect of each language so that there's nothing lost in the translation. We intend to help people move forward in Bitcoin. So remember we talked about earning while you learn. Well, it's real simple. Here's a couple ways that we do it. You can get a direct referral bonus or a customer acquisition bonus. And guess what? From the time you sign up, you're qualified. There are no extra qualifications for you to be paid on those two. Now, the Kryptonary, you probably don't know what that is because we actually made that word, but the Kryptonary is how we build teams. And so if you would raise your right hand and put your index finger up and your left hand and put your index finger up, you're looking at two fingers. Those represent two teams. You're going to build one on the right, one on the left, and each team is going to be yours. Now, once you do that, one right, one left, you're qualified for life. No requalifying. You don't have to worry about it. You're done, okay? Now, you would think, because the crypto matching bonus is at the bottom of this slide, that there would be a lot more, right? A whole lot more to qualify for that. Well, guess what? Surprise, there's not. You're automatically qualified when you qualify for the Kryptonary. That's pretty cool. Now, what does it really look like? How are you getting paid? That's what everybody wants to know, right? Remember, we said there were 3 questions, right? Everybody has 3 questions on their minds when they come to a business presentation much like this. And I'm going to remind you what those questions are. 1, can I make money? 2, what do I have to do it? And 3, can I do it? So let's start on it. Now, this is what it looks like. It's a 40% direct referral bonus. Now, we give you that every single time that someone joins your team as a promoter and or as an education person. So in other words, they just want to learn, right? So every time $250 goes through your business, we're going to give you 100 of that $250. That's pretty cool. Now, we want you to get your ROI back quickly. Remember, we talked about that earlier on in the presentation. So how do you do that? We introduce this to 3 people that see what you see, that want to learn what you want to learn, that want to go into the crypto world and be crypto educated. So every time you do that, 3 people, you're going to get 100 per person, $300 because you're a promoter, voila, ROI. So you've immediately got your money back. That's pretty cool. Now, KryptoGenex has something called a customer acquisition bonus. We talked about it earlier on, a few slides back. You probably didn't know what it was. You probably didn't know if you could get one. And you probably were wondering, well, how much is it? Because it didn't say on the slide. So let me talk to you about that for just a second. KryptoGenex loves their customers, and they took after a model called Walmart, and they realized that the customer is the most important part of any business. If you want to stay in business for a long period of time, you got to have customers. So every single time that we put someone in our business, you, me, anybody, put someone in their business at $250, remember the education level, that's a $250 upfront. You're going to get $100, but KryptoGenex is going to say thank you and give you a $25 bonus on top of that. Why would they do that? Because they love their customers. They know they have to have customers to stay in business. Now, every time you do that for 10 customers, you're going to earn an extra $250 bonus. Now, I know you're probably doing the math, and 10 times 25 is 250, but I mean for you to understand that it's $250, yes, but it's $250 extra bonus. So it's really like $500, and I call that date night, okay? So why is the Kryptonary so important? Why is this 2 on the screen? I'm going to tell you. because you're only building 2 teams. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, in most companies, when you have a business, if you want to make more money, you got to put more people in your business and you got to make them leaders, and then you've got more responsibility and then there's more time commitment, right? Well, not in KryptoGenex. In KryptoGenex, they made it simple. Remember, 1 right, 1 left, qualified for life, okay? Everybody else is going to go under those 2 people, and then they're going to get the benefit of all the people above them every single time someone comes in. That's huge. Now, we have this thing called auto placement. What is auto placement? Well, some people call it spillover. Some companies call it spillover. In the 20-some years that I've been in this business, I have never seen money from spillover. I'm just being honest, okay? But in auto placement, in KryptoGenex, we do see money. Let me explain. This is you at the top. Remember, you had to have 1 right, 1 left. Those are the green ones, okay? And then we're on the right-hand side, and we're going to go down 3. All right, you've put in 3 people there, and you're getting ready to put in this 4th person. We're going to call this 4th person Jeff, just to give him a name, okay? So Jeff's looked at this, and he was, he just kind of had to do his own thing, right? Maybe he was a green, and he needed to get all the facts. So Jeff calls you up, and he says, I'm ready to go. And you say, perfect, let me get you a link. And you walk him through the process, and you put him in. Now, you just so happen you put him in under Sally. Sally's the one right above Jeff. Okay. Now, Sally's going to get really excited because now she has someone in her organization, but she didn't put him there. You did. You helped her build her business. Now, Sally is actually going to benefit financially. She's going to get a point for Jeff, and she's going to get all this other money that's going to flow up, not just to Sally, but the other 2 above, and even to you. So you're going to get paid for him going in your business as well as everybody else in the company. That's pretty big. It causes team motion. All right, Kryptonary fork. Everybody knows what a fork is, and I'm not talking about the kind that's in your kitchen that you eat with. I'm talking about the kind that the stock market has. I know you've heard about a split where you get 2 for 1. It's kind of the same thing here, okay? And so we're going to talk about that and its importance in just a second, because here's what happened. Back in May, the Kryptonary, which is our pay system, it actually split, and this is what happened. Remember those customers, okay? So whenever you have customers, you get paid. You also get a point for customers and for promoters, all right? So think about it as a point for every person that goes into your business. Now, every time that you have enough points to equal 3, you're going to get a $25 bonus, okay? So every 3 sales is a $25 bonus. I know KryptoGenex is just throwing money at you and you don't know what to do with it. I understand. Now, look here. When the fork happened, it doubled, okay? So instead of $25 every 3 points, now they're paying $50 every 3 points. That's pretty cool. And all you have to do is qualify. So you're probably wondering, what do I have to do? Jump through hoops of fire to qualify? Absolutely not. Only thing you have to do is personally sponsor 1 person in your business during that pay cycle, which is a week, okay? Or if someone that's in your business actually buys a mining rig, guess what? You're also qualified. Pretty cool, right? So let's look at this Kryptonary thing real quick. Let's look at the money that it can make you. This is you at the top. Remember, you have 1 on the right, 1 on the left. You're qualified for life. And then you go down and you put Sally in. Sally's this 3rd person on the right-hand side, okay? Now, if you count Sally and the 2 green ones, 1, 2, 3, guess what? You just got your bonus, right? Now, you put Sally in, so you're qualified. So guess what? Instead of $25, you got $50, okay? So this money adds up very, very, very quickly. Now, this is an example of the kind of money that you can make in a very short period of time. Remember, 1 right, 1 left, you're qualified for life, okay? And then all these folks on the right-hand side and all these folks on the left-hand side, they're going to pay you money, all right? Every time you put someone in, remember, you get that $100 bill. Let's talk about what happens when you start looking at the 3 points, right? So this 2nd person on the left, okay, he reaches over and grabs 2 from the right. Now he's 3. He pays out $50 because you put one of those people in, okay? Now go down to the next one. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. Kicks it out. 1, 2, 3 for the next one. Kicks it out. 1, 2, 3 for the next one. Kicks it out. That's pretty good money really, really fast. Now, this is funny because on May 18th, I got forked for the first time. Yes, it was the first fork for the company, but I also got forked for the first time. And I thought the company's software had gone crazy, because on payday, I looked in my back office and I had all this money. I was trying to figure out where this extra money came from. Well, in reality, I had been paid correctly. And instead of $25 for every pay step, I had been paid $100 for every pay step. Now, that's pretty good. Okay. So that paycheck was really, really nice. And they have been consistently nice from that point forward. Now, what I want you to understand is, remember, we said it was going to go from $25 for every 3 points to $50 for every 3 points. You're probably wondering, well, why didn't we just say 100? It's real simple. There's no way for us to predict what the company is going to do and how the company is going to perform on a weekly basis. We don't have a crystal ball. So because we don't have a crystal ball, we set it at $50. And if we can afford to pay more, then we pay more. So instead of saying $100 and then we can only pay $80 and you're wondering where's the other 20 and you're mad, we say 50. And if we can pay an extra 30 and you get 80, you're happy. That's the explanation I'm going to give you for that one. So you signed up one great marketer. What happened? Well, in most companies, not a whole lot. Okay. But in KryptoGenex, you're going to earn 10%. And I got to tell you, 10% can be a lot of money, but 10% of what that leader does. Now, this also qualifies for the fork. So if you're qualified in the week that this pays out, you're not going to get 10%, you're going to get 20%. I don't know another company that does this. Now, every company has a little bad news, so let me give it to you now. We have a cap of $50,000, and that's in BTC. So most people think that's a year. It's not. And then they'll guess that it's a month. It's not. What it really is a week. And what it really does is allow people to create themselves a very nice income. So the lawyers, they put the kibosh on unlimited amounts of money to be paid per week, right? They said, hey, look, you got to protect the company. If we give away the farm, we won't have a cow. Okay. So they said, what do you want us to do? We want you to put a $50,000 cap on. So they did. Well, they put their heads together, scratched their heads a little bit and said, you know, this is kind of like feeding people cake without icing. How do we put the icing back on it? They came up with this great idea. So here's the good news, right? Every time that you meet $50,000 per week, if you do that for 2 weeks consecutively, the company is going to come back and give you another position. Now, they're going to give you the second position over your larger team. So you're not going to have to build 2 more legs. You're only going to build 1 more team. Okay? That's really, really important. That also allows you to make another $50,000 that week. So $100,000, I think you can pay for your yacht with that, right? With just 1 click, you too can change your life, and we will really like to be part of that. So to keep our, to keep our legal staff happy, I need to read this to you. So I'll ask you to bear with me for just 1 minute. New opportunities with minimal data. The KGX compensation plan is an exciting opportunity that rewards you for selling products and services and for sponsoring other participants who do the same. Although the opportunity is unlimited, individual results will vary depending on commitment levels and sales skills of each participant. Since KGX has recently launched, it lacks enough statistical data to prepare reliable income disclosures. Based on the industry standards and company projections, the average annual gross income for affiliates is projected to be anywhere between $250 and $2,000, and there will be certainly participants who make a lot more, and some will make less. No income claims allowed. If income projections were presented to you prior to this enrollment, prior to this presentation, such projections are not necessarily representative of income, if any, that you can or will earn through your participation in the compensation plan. These income projections should not be considered as guarantees or projections of your actual earnings or profits. Your success depends on you. We're excited about the KGX compensation plan, and we're confident it will provide you a solid foundation to help you achieve your financial goals. Your success with KGX results only from your hard work, your dedication, your belief, your passion, your commitment, your persistence, your leadership, and a little bit of luck. And let me tell you, that luck can carry you a long way. Please, this is a reminder, only company-approved presentations and materials are allowed, and we thank you for coming this evening. It's been my honor to be here. I hope that I've answered those 3 questions for you. Can I make money? Yes, you can. What do I have to do it? I think I showed you. Can you do it? Absolutely. I believe in you. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.